Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juhi. I'm a cabin crew and I only fly to London. So I'm a cabin crew who works for Virgin Atlantic. Today I have few of your questions and I think a lot of people would have the same questions, so I'm going to answer some of them. But the most asked question is, when is Virgin Atlantic hiring? So let me tell you something. Virgin Atlantic is an airline which only hires when there is requirement, as in when they require a cabin crew in particular base, and I'm only talking about Indian bases like Delhi, Bangalore or Mumbai. So whenever they have a crew shortage in a particular base, they start hiring. Similarly, like when there was a crew shortage in Bangalore and Mumbai, they hired a lot of cabin crew at one go. So yeah, so when they have requirement, only then they hire. Right now there is no requirement, but that doesn't mean that they will never hire. They will come up with some interviews in the near future, but I'll let you know when. So let's move on to the questions that you guys asked me. So I got a question. I already watched your YouTube video. I am waiting for the last interview result before the swimming test. It's for one route like you work in Virgin. I want to know about the announcement test. Is it just simple reading in local language with paper or more like quiz test? So as I mentioned in my previous video about announcement round, because I went through a video round, so in the video round they will show you an announcement made by the captain, or maybe it can be an announcement made by a cabin crew which will be in English. You might have 30 seconds after that video to kind of translate it into Hindi in your mind, and then in that 30-second buffer time you have to think about an announcement, and then when your video starts you have to fluently speak in Hindi. It does not matter how accurate you are with the details. For example, if the captain is announcing, ladies and gentlemen, we are 35,000 feet above ground and we are flying at 800 km per hour. The weather outside is minus 50 degrees Celsius. I hope you enjoy the services on board. We have a nice set of cabin crew. So you can understand all this and maybe think about something in Hindi and speak along the same lines. So you can say something like, नमस्कार, मैं आपका कप्तान बोल रहा हूँ. आज का तापमान बाहर का -50 डिग्री सेल्सियस है और हम 800 किलोमीटर पर घंटे की गति से जा रहे हैं. आपको ये जान के खुशी होगी कि हमारे विमान में आपके लिए कैबिन क्रू मौजूद हैं जो कि आपको बहुत ही अच्छी सर्विस देंगे. यदि आपको किसी भी सहायता की ज़रूरत हो तो कृपया हमें बताएं. आपके ध्यान के लिए धन्यवाद. I would suggest you read a lot of newspapers in Hindi so that you can know the words, or maybe Google translate some of the announcements. Just write on Google announcements made by airline and you will find those announcements translated into Hindi. Then you will find you can actually read them and understand and pick up few words, which is you will improve like that. You'll improve your Hindi vocabulary, so you can do that. And this is how the announcements are made. So moving on to the next question. Hello ma'am, I'm from Assam. Hi, I want to apply for Virgin Atlantic, but can I know, do they only select people staying Delhi, Bangalore and Mumbai base? No, your address does not have to be from Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai base. We have people who are from Lucknow, Kanpur, Chandigarh, staying in Mumbai, or maybe they have their addresses of Pune, and all over India. It doesn't matter as long as you are flying from Delhi, Bangalore or Mumbai. So your flight will originate from Delhi, Bangalore and Mumbai, but it does not matter where your passport address is as long as you have an Indian passport. So next question. I'm currently interviewing for Korea based position. Okay, I did not know that Korea based position is available. I was wondering if it's okay to ask whether the company provides accommodation during the training period in the UK. I saw your Instagram, it looked amazing, so I just wanted to reach out and say hi as well. Hi, lovely to find your message in my DM. So I have no idea about the Korea based position, but however, as an international crew for Virgin Atlantic, I can only say that they do provide accommodation during training period. In the UK, we were staying in a hotel, so they provide accommodation as well as allowances. It really depends on for the period of time you're staying in that hotel, how much allowances you'll get and what kind of accommodation you'll get. But rest assured that you will definitely get an accommodation during the period of 2 months that we stayed in the UK. I hope that answered your question. Moving on. We have Heidi just watched your YouTube video today, loved your videos honestly, and had a question. I'm aim to become a cabin crew as well, but I have a cut mark scar below my elbow on my hand, and that's the reason I cannot join Indigo or Air India, I guess. But I got to know that Virgin Atlantic's uniform covers my scar. So can I apply, and are there any chances I might get selected? Would really appreciate if you respond. So, first of all, I'd like to tell you Virgin Atlantic does not check for scars, pimples, all those petty things. I really like that about this airline, especially scars. I mean, you're a human being, you're bound to get scars. Virgin Atlantic, they do not have any round where they check for scars or anything. They just check your height, they check your swimming abilities, they check your speaking abilities in Hindi, in English. So that's all they check, and how good of a customer service provider are you, and how genuinely passionate you are about this job. It's not just the glamorous part or the traveling part, how innately passionate you are about serving customers, about the service industry. They look for that. So if you're passionate about that, the number of times I said passionate is crazy. So yeah, so I hope that answers your question. But I'd also suggest, since Virgin Atlantic is not hiring right now, I would suggest that you give interviews for other airlines. Keep giving interviews. I've seen people flying with scars um, for different airline like Indigo and Air India. It really doesn't matter, as long as you're confident, as long as your speaking abilities are good, you're confident about the person you are, and you're absolutely passionate about this job. It really does not matter for airlines like Air India, Indigo. I've worked for Indigo for a short period of time. I have scars on my legs. They really do not care about it. If you're well prepared for your interview and you're confident, I think you should be able to get through. So the next question is, hey Pixo this side, it would be great if you could hear me out. I really love your content. Thank you. Currently I'm studying in IIHM Kolkata. I really want to be a cabin crew, but I've got 4 tattoos. So I'm specifically aiming for Virgin Atlantic Airlines because I saw they allow visible tattoos. Could you please specify the exact interview process of Virgin Atlantic Airlines, also where to apply if any experience is needed? Thank you. Hi Pixo. So yes, Virgin Atlantic allows tattoos and they can be visible. I have a tattoo. I already made a video about the entire interview process. I would mention the link in my description of this video. You can see the entire video, and I have explained everything about the interview process, from online interviews to the swimming part to the announcement part and everything else I have mentioned. So you can watch that video. I'd just say that look for airlines which have uniform that cover your tattoos. That would really help, since right now Virgin Atlantic is not hiring, but as soon as they hire, I will let you guys know. I know it's really frustrating when you really want to join an airline, but they do not hire as often as they do, which means only one thing, that they don't really hire and fire. It's a very good airline to work for if your priority is not flying to different destinations. As I mean, I'm sure you know that Virgin Atlantic, if you're flying from an India base, it only flies to London. So yeah, that was all the questions I guess I had. I hope some of the people who could not ask me questions found something similar they were trying to know, and I hope this video was informative enough for you guys. So I really also pray that Virgin Atlantic comes up soon for you guys to hire. Of course, I'll make a detailed video about the interview process. If you have any other questions, please comment, and please like this video if you liked it. Thank you for all the love and support I've been getting from you guys on my DMs. I have a flight right now. I have to rush. So bye. Take care.